welcome to the channel. And for today's video is going to be another toy haul video. It's not going to be as long as the last one. It's just gonna be something that I just the pickups that I got, excuse me, from yesterday on yesterday's hunt. First off, excuse me, I always have a little stuffy nose in the mornings, so excuse me how my voice is coming through. But it's been a rough week as of this recording. It's been a rough week for fans and collectors and overall just the community as a whole for this type of things, right? So over the week, we lost Kevin Conroy, the voice of, for many, the voice of Batman. But he was first introduced to us via the Batman animated series from the 90s. He passed away, and overnight, the news started to trickle through that Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger from the original Power Ranger series, passed away as well. I wasn't a fan of Power Rangers. I saw maybe a few episodes with my sister, who was a big fan. But yeah, it still sucks to see people that that are in the community or in the geek community, geek adjacent, right? So it's always sad to see people like these that were around when you were growing up, and it just sucks to have them go. Obviously, Kevin Conroy was in his 60s, but still, fairly young. David Frank, I believe, I read he was 49, and he was pretty active. He was filming some project right now. So yeah, it sucks. So to all the fans of Kevin Conroy, including myself, to all of the fans of Jason David Frank, uh, our thoughts and prayers are with you, and may they rest in peace. So we're gonna start off with excuse me. We're gonna start off with some Hasbro stuff, specifically Transformers. So the pickup from yesterday. So I found the Studio Series 86 Ironhide. I found him at Target. He was the only one there, and so I picked him up. I never got the Earthrise version of the Ironhide from the War for Cybertron trilogy. I have the first one that's in the Siege Ironhide. So I'm gonna do a comparison with them later on to see when I'm going to mod this guy and see what kind of mods can be done. I believe there's some paint apps missing, so I don't think we're gonna go too crazy on this one. But yeah, so there's Ironhide, and then I went to a toy store, or toy shop, I guess you could say, up in La Mesa, called Toy Addicts. So for those in the area, in San Diego, La Mesa area, you haven't gone to Toy Addicts, I would highly recommend checking out that place. And I found the Kingdom Cyclonus. This is a figure I never saw in stores. Well, the figure hit just as the pandemic kind of, was in full effect. So we couldn't cross the border, and the figures weren't coming down through, alternate channels down here in Mexico. So I never was able to get this figure. So I was pleasantly surprised to find him there at Toy Addicts for a fairly good price. He's just $35. So basically, he's a Voyager. So Voyagers are priced at around $29 plus tax. So I didn't pay much of a premium for him. So yeah, there's this guy. And then for more Hasbro stuff, I got me another of the Retro Baroness. So as I mentioned in the previous video, I was looking to get another one of these to do my the planned customs that I have. So now that I have all three, I'm going forward with the idea of doing the one in keep one in black, do one in blue, and do one in red. So this is what I'm planning on doing with these Baronesses. I found this at Walmart up at the Palm by the 805. So they had plenty of Baroness. They had plenty of Lady J's, and they had one Crockmaster. At a Target, they had the Crimson Twins, and they had Stalker. I've seen Stalker more of lately, but I'm still passing on him. Maybe I'm gonna get him on a discount. The figure isn't one that I thought of getting, but if he comes up, if he's if he's gonna be shelf warming, and whatnot, so maybe in the future I'll pick him up at a discount. And the Crimson Twins, I ordered them online from BBTS, so they're coming. So I did. If my order hadn't gone through earlier in the week, I would have canceled it and picked up the figures then. But they're already on their way, so nothing I could have done there. So there's that. And then we're moving on to McFarlane stuff. So we'll start with Multiverse. I picked up this, what is it? Gold label Endless Winter Wonder Woman. This is the gold label version. So the gold label version basically has a different sculpt from the first regular release. The first one, I believe, had I'm not a different headgear and a different hairdo, I believe. So this is a little more traditional looking Wonder Woman. So this head sculpt can be used for other things, right? So I'm still not sure how I'm gonna use this figure. If I'm gonna part it out because then her boots and everything look pretty. They kind of look like can they be used for a traditional Wonder Woman. We'll see. Or I'll just customize this one as is. I don't know. Maybe get this head scanned and have some copies of it. I don't know. But yeah. So there's the Endless Winter Wonder Woman. I'm still not able to find the Azrael Batman from from the Nightfall storyline. And speaking of Nightfall, I just saw on McFarlane's feed. They're gonna release the '90s Catwoman, in the purple suit. the Jim Ballant, basically the Jim Ballant Catwoman. So that's coming out soon, sometime next year. So that's cool. And they also just announced today. I saw the Connor Kent, the Superboy from the 4 Superman storyline, from the Death and Return of Superman storyline of the 90s. So yeah, Connor Kent with the jacket and all of that, he's gonna come. He's gonna be releasing also sometime next year. All right, so that's this. And finally, some Spawn stuff. I had yet to pick up anything Spawn related, just because. Just because. But no, actually, full disclosure, I was interested in that Kickstarter that McFarlane released back then, but a couple years ago. But again, it was during the pandemic. There was no way of me to get the figure at the time. Blah blah blah. So I wasn't able to get a classic looking Spawn. But thanks to McFarlane and releasing through the Mortal Kombat line, we were able to get this bad boy here. The Shadow of Spawn figure, which is basically like your version 2 of Spawn from the comic. The difference between this Spawn and previous releases from the Mortal Kombat line is basically this figure doesn't have all of the texture on his suit. It's basically just a clean, you can see right there, it's basically just a clean, smooth finish on the figure. So it looks very, very comic book like. So things that I have planned for this, obviously get real chains, and probably that's about it, because this figure doesn't need a lot, just actual chains. So I picked up this, and I picked up this. So yeah, I picked two. One is for me, and the other is for a co-worker. So he loves to Spawn, so I did him a solid here. So one of these is mine, one of this is his. And I also picked up the She-Spawn. So once the comic book hit the let me try and see the reflection. There we go, so you can see the figure better. So these I picked up via Amazon. The She-Spawn and the two more the Shadow Spawns. These are all picked up from Amazon. So they came in pretty quick this week. I had a pre-order for the Spawns via Entertainment Earth that I had placed at the beginning of the month, even prior to the beginning of the month, I believe late October. And the figures just were not coming in. And the figures, when I placed that order on Entertainment Earth, on Amazon, the figure had quote-unquote sold out. It had been on pre-order for a long time. And then when it came out off of the pre-order stage and regular, listings, the figure like sold out in a couple of days. So it surprised me. It caught me off guard. I would have had the figure a long time ago, but I'm not. I had a bunch of pre-orders at the same time, so I didn't want things to get, accumulated on my card at the same time. So I didn't. I didn't go through and place the pre-orders for these. So I waited, and I saw that Entertainment Earth had them coming in November, and other places didn't have the figure available. So I thought, okay, they're gonna come through first, but they didn't. And then the listing came back up for the Shadow Spawn on Amazon a couple weeks ago, and I still didn't place an order because I was thinking, well, the Entertainment Earth order should be coming in soon. It never did, so I canceled it, placed the order through Amazon, and here we are. And I had this she spawned on hold basically for almost a month because I was waiting for something to buy via Amazon to ship it with. The figure was on discount for $31. Regular price is $39, I believe. So yeah. And so as I was trying to say, so once the comic book hit issue 300, I was starting to get back into Spawn. Then, so this character debuted around that time. So but then again, that's when the pandemic hit, and you know, I think I got like the first 3-4 issues after number 300, and that's where I'm at right now. So I have to go back, maybe pick up a paperback just to keep with the story. But anyway, I thought the design for She Spawn was cool, and so here we are. These are my first official for Spawn figures. And other than that, I picked up some supplies over at Hobby Lobby, and yeah, that's about it. So it was just a small haul this week. Next week, I've got well, this upcoming week, Thanksgiving week, I've got the classified series Serpentor on the way. He's already shipping. Estimated delivery date is Friday, so I'm gonna pick that up next Saturday, as well as, like I said, the Crimson Twins. They're gonna be arriving around Friday as well, and I think that's it. That's gonna be that for next week. So yeah, other things that I wanted to get was 40th anniversary He-Man, the regular version, the retail version, but I wasn't able to find them in any store, so no luck there. I thought about maybe picking up a second She-Ra because I did want one, but I'm probably gonna wait until she's on discount. And I think that's it for now. So yeah, thank you for watching, and again, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy and Jason David Frank. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out.